Logan Paul is a better professional wrestler than I think anyone thought he could be. He's obviously got the camera work down from his years on social media, but he's been showing off in his matches just how athletic he is, and it looks like he's got the stamina to keep up with a high level match. But now he's on the shelf with an injury, it gives us time to step back for a moment and reassess where Logan Paul's WWE career is going to go in the future. How can we best maximize him going forward and make sure he doesn't become stale? The first and biggest in the immediate being finding a proper finisher. He beat Miz at SummerSlam with the skull-crushing finale, but I can't see him using that all the time. He's talked about loving going off the top rope, but Roman's already kicked out of his big frog splash, and so I don't think that should be his finisher going forward given that someone's already kicked out of it. If I were him, I'd come out with something completely new. Maybe a fisherman buster with a bridge, like Mr. Perfect's Perfect Plex, but instead of a suplex, it's a brain buster. Speaking of the flashy moves, they're all well and good, but he can't rely on them alone to be a star. Sure, wrestling fans these days love big moves and gifable moments, but at the end of the day, if you're going to be a success in the long run, you need something more. But getting behind Logan might be difficult, considering that he is a natural heel that's been forced into this babyface role. It's come out via reports that Logan doesn't want to be a heel, he wants to be a face, but that's not really where his strengths lie. If I were WWE though, I'd kind of have the best of both worlds and play with the face-heel dynamic. I would put him up against other babyfaces, so it's technically a face versus face storyline, but Logan can lean into some of his heel tendencies slightly, giving the people who want to boo him free reign to do so, while still holding on to some of the fans as well. But the biggest thing Logan Paul needs is a storyline. A real, proper, emotional storyline that both he and the audience can sink their teeth into. As good as the Roman Reigns match was, I feel like it did come too soon. Not in terms of whether or not he can pull it off, but in terms of his WWE journey. He's already been on the biggest stage he can be in a world title match in the main event, and if he's not careful, the only way he can go is down. So he should have something big, something that he can get great promos and matches out of. The sort of thing that builds him back up to the point that when there's a new world champion, he can credibly challenge them, and it'll feel a bit more organic than it did last time. Also, for the most part, I think they should keep Jake Paul away. This isn't any hate on Jake, as I actually think what he's doing in the boxing world is really good, both as a fighter and as a promoter of Amanda Serrano. By the way, if you want to know more about a big fight Serrano might be involved in with Ireland's champion Katie Taylor, check out this video from my other channel. But for the most part, this is Logan's thing. I think teaming Jake with him would make it even harder for him to succeed as a face, and it's unlikely that Jake will have the same natural abilities at this as Logan does. It's not impossible, but in the long run I think it's better off if Jake sticks with boxing and Logan sticks with wrestling. So all we could do now is wait for Logan Paul to make his WWE return. Will he be at WrestleMania 39? And will it be against John Cena like he wants? Well, personally, I want to see John Cena fight Steve Austin. You can see more about that in this video. As for what should happen with the world titles at WrestleMania, check out this video. As for this video, be sure to hit the like button, share it around if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel.